I um, I made two more videos stating that I would be I would be deleting stuff possibly because I'm scared of people finding out about this. But I don't think I will delete it after all. Um, if I were to not be here anymore, I want there to be a record of what I am actually like because pretty much no one knows. So yeah, this is gonna be a long video and I'm just gonna yap as much as I can because I don't get to do that very often. And as always, it's unplanned, so I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of like living genuinely. I'm not gonna be looking at the camera because I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit self-conscious. I just I'm just so tired of living. Just seeing everyone thriving and doing so well. It sounds bad, but it's so demoralizing. It's like it genuinely feels like I'm the only one like struggling with whatever problem I have. And it's another layer of aloneness, another layer of isolation. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm going insane. Like sometimes I feel okay and then the next day I feel bad again. It keeps going and I just feel so numb. And I just lie in bed and stare at the ceiling for hours just overthinking. And I don't understand. I don't understand where I went wrong. I don't understand. Oh my god. I used to be so extroverted. I used to be so talkative. I used to be so talkative when I was small. So extroverted. And then that changed when I moved. I don't know. As I got older, actually, that changed. And I got shyer. It wasn't as bad as when I moved to a different country. And then I became extremely socially anxious. And I thought I'd grow out of it eventually, but it never really happened. And right now I'm just a shell of a person, I feel like. Like I'm just floating around. Originally, I don't know. I don't think there's any point in my existence, basically. I I contribute nothing to anyone. And I remember I once went to this church event thing at my uni and they were saying that you matter, um you always matter, basically. You matter as a human being. And I get that. You have inherent value as a human being, but when you're like when you have no one in your life and you're not adding anything to anyone's life, then do you actually matter? Like what are you doing in this life? You know? I just keep contemplating and I have the means like right by my desk. And I just stare at it like nearly every day or every other day. And I can't bring myself to do it. because I believe in God. And what am I gonna say to him? I believe you, but I don't believe that you can help me. I don't know. And I talk to people, but it doesn't help. I don't know why it doesn't help. It doesn't help. I think it's because it's surface level. And people tell me to go deeper, like advice, not people, like advice from the internet. They say, go deeper with people. But nobody wants to hear that. Nobody cares. Like, actually, if I sit down with this, if my, say, housemate, and I talk to her about feeling like I want to unalive myself, she's gonna feel sorry, obviously. But then it's just gonna be awkward. And yeah, nothing is gonna happen. I don't think anyone truly cares. And I don't blame anyone for that. Because like you can only help so much. You can't just, you know, I don't know. You can't just carry someone else's weight of existence. And but I don't know. I just feel really alone. And it's like I try to integrate, but it feels so hard now that it's a habit. Like withdrawing is a habit now, so how am I gonna get rid of that? I'm gonna be doing it for like my whole life. And when I go to doctors, they just wanna give me medicine. Therapy doesn't, to be fair, I haven't tried it extensively, but what I did try, it didn't really help that much. I don't know. It's so funny actually. It's so funny. I thought this year I'd learn to embrace my faith and stuff. Finally, feels the same process of like giving up on faith happened like last year and the year before, and then I came back again. And now just one thing that happened just ruined my faith completely. And I do still believe, but I just cannot. I cannot hope. I cannot hope anymore. That's my that's my biggest issue right now. I feel afraid to hope for something because what if it doesn't work out? And I've just raised my expectations only for disappointment all over again. I just cannot bring myself to think that things will turn out better, although it's like plausible because I cannot bear to be crushed by disappointment again. I'm too tired. I'm just too tired. I remember I used to write letters to myself for me of the future. I don't know if I've said this before. I think I have. And then the time would pass. Like I'd write letters for 3 years into the future, or 5 years, and then the time would pass, and I'd read them again, and nothing had changed, and nothing had changed, and it happened. I did one when I was 12. 12. Yeah, 12 years. 3 years after that, I was 15. Nothing had changed. 15 years. It was when I finished high school and I went to first year of college. I thought college would be good because, you know, a new start. And it was bad, but not as bad year 13. Year 13 was, it started well, as always, and it got really depressing. It got very dark. Like, I was physically sick from the struggle, from the mental struggle. I was not okay. And then year 13 is over. And you know, when you start new people, everyone is in the same boat. First year of university. And my expectations were crushed again. And of course, in the beginning, it was fine. And then at the end, it wasn't. And that's when I started on medication towards the end. And I felt great during the summer. And year second year comes and I was still doing great as always. And then I made friends as well. And of course they didn't last. Of course they went and met other people. I just can never fit in anywhere. I just feel like there's always someone better than me that people can go to. It happened to every single one of my friendships. And maybe it's because I don't maintain them hard enough. I don't know. Or maybe I should search my own as well. I don't know. But yeah, it never sticks. Like, I can never, stick with anyone. And so, yeah, I was very depressed. Oh, to be fair, I do have one friend that still sticks, but I don't really talk to her that often. And I'm not gonna see her much anymore. But yeah, still, I feel like everyone, I, I try to connect with someone else to worry about. But yeah, year 12 ended and I was depressed. But I found God again. So I thought I'd do well. And then this year, internship, job, whatever, it's been so bad. It's like the bottom. Like, I'm in the trenches right now. And I say that every year. And somehow it manages to get worse. The job is awful. The environment is awful. I don't like what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do anymore in the future. Because I'm not doing this. I honestly rather, like, not be here than do this. And I feel like I've been hanging on so hard. I'm anxious all the times going in. So hard. And everyone else that does the same internships seems to have so much fun. And it's so disheartening. I know it's bad to be, like jealous of people who are doing better than you. But just imagine, like, being miserable and everyone around you is having so much fun. And you have to witness that every single day. And it has to, like, be painful somehow. It has to break something in you. And yeah. And on top of that, I'm just not doing very well. It's the most social I've been, and yet I still feel so alone for some reason. I don't know. I think it's because, as I said, most people just have their own thing, and I just depend on the people who have others in their life. And I don't know. It comes to the point I thought I could, like, manage to love myself enough to, to be able to not care about such things, but it's not working. It's really not working. I don't think I can, as I said, save myself. I was rambling on about, when that happened, I believed in a lie for 2 months straight. And it was nice to experience. I thought I couldn't even experience it. I thought I didn't have the emotional capability to sustain such a connection, but it happened and I was really happy. But of course, it didn't last. Because why would I be happy for more than more than 2 months? I guess not even, because it was rocky. It wasn't like 2 months straight. Like, why can I never be happy for long enough? It feels like my my default state is depression, and occasionally I'm happy, and it just comes and goes. I don't understand how people live. I don't understand what people are living for. Just struggle over struggle. I feel like I can't catch a break. And I don't even want to get started on all this stuff that had happened. I can't. I don't want to bring this up. I don't know. But yeah, as I said, I don't say anything to anyone, so nobody knows. I'm a very smiley person, and I just keep to myself, and I don't know how to bring things up. It's too awkward, and I don't think anyone can help me anyway. I think if I were to be vulnerable and authentic, I think I'd just feel exposed and nothing would change. So I'd be losing anyway. So I just keep it to myself. So if I ever don't make it after all, I want this to be a record of what I actually am. Because I don't think anyone knows what I actually am. What I actually am. What I actually am. I really like anime. I like very motivating anime like Attack on Titan. Although I didn't enjoy the ending that much. I like Demon Slayer. I like Parasite. Death Note. It's not very motivating, but it was really smart, and I enjoyed it very much. And what else do I like? What do I never tell people? I've been getting into writing lately, and I'm not very good because I don't read, but I'm so much better than I thought. Somehow, so much better than before, even when I put effort in. I don't know. I guess it comes with thinking a lot about different things. But I haven't been able to be consistent because I keep thinking about all sorts of things, about how miserable I am, and what else? Things that I don't tell people. I really don't like my voice. That's why I'm always quiet. Like in real life, when I'm talking, people tell me to speak up or to speak louder. And I don't even do it on purpose anymore. First of all, I don't like my accent. I don't like my voice, and I don't like the way my teeth look. So I just keep quiet. I kept quiet for a very long time as a child, and then it kind of stuck. And yeah, what else do I not tell people? I'm very insecure. I think you can probably tell. I'm very insecure, people pleaser, all of that. Doormat. I remember my dad even called me that one day. Called me a doormat. And he's right, to be honest. So He's right. I don't know. I always feel like other people are more important than me. I don't know why. Maybe, maybe I do. I feel so inferior to people. I feel like everyone else has to. Constantly feel like I need to accommodate for people, make people feel better. I don't know, or comfortable. Hmm. I'm very insecure of being a black person. I think sometimes when people see me, all they see is that I'm black, and it does affect you a lot, especially when you live in an area where most people are not. In my class, I was always the only one or one of the two people, and it made me feel like I needed to prove something, to prove the stereotypes wrong. And I think that also contributed to me diminishing myself, like being quiet, not being too loud, being shy, and then it kind of stuck, I guess. And sometimes I feel so different, like so different. Like I'm not the first person that people approach, or strike a conversation with. I'm not saying this to be like, oh, people are racist. You know, it's understandable, but it's another layer of being feeling different. And on top of that, I don't talk a lot as well, which is one of the things I did to like make myself like more innocuous, I guess. And now it's like a thing that holds me back because not only are you like different, but you're also like standoffish. Yeah, it's not a good combination. I feel so different. I feel like there's not a lot of people like me at all. It's so isolating. I remember I made the first video I made actually was about that, where I went to a pub with other placement students, and I was quiet the whole time because, first of all, I'm awkward, and when I say I'm shy, I'm not even shy. I'm like very anxious, I'm like mute, like borderline mute. I'm not even joking. Like I'm extremely socially stunted. Like I did not leave my house for years. So it's like that's the consequence of that. And yeah, I went to this pub and already I wasn't comfortable because I don't drink and I don't really attend pubs and whatnot. And so I barely said anything, and it was a quiz night. And I tried to contribute. I think I contributed to one question, and then the others I had no idea. And the people there already knew each other because they had met before. And I was just standing quiet and minding my business. And yeah, the night ended, and we were standing all outside before even going to our respective homes. And these four guys, they start laughing at me and like um talking to themselves and looking and pointing at me. And I know it's because I was like quiet. And it's so like, you think people don't care, that people say that people don't really care about that, they don't notice you as much as you think, you're not as much in the spotlight as you think. And then stuff like this happens. And it's so disheartening. And it's, yeah, I never went out with them again. Actually, I did once more and then never again. Oh, the second time I went, they just looked at me and then just looked away. So I went somewhere else. And yeah, I never interacted with them again because of that. And I see them every day basically. And it's just a reminder of, yeah, how different I am. I never managed to fit in anywhere. Like in my first friend group, ever, in fact, since moving, I guess, I was with this girl and we got along. And then I befriended another girl, and basically I introduced the two, and us three together we did pretty well. We got along. And then another girl came along, and it was fine as well. And then other people came, and in the end there was like 9 of us, I think. And I could not like talk to anyone anymore. I felt like they got along so much better, and I was just following them around. So I just stepped back, and I was on my own again. And I thought I'd find someone else because other people were alone too. And I tried my best, but it never worked out. And it's embarrassing and also sad because the people I tried to befriend, who I thought maybe needed someone, ended up doing a lot better than me. And it's a recurring theme in my life where I see people who I think might be lonely, and I try to like interact with them, and they end up like making some amazing friends. And it's like, oh, I guess you didn't need my help. So I think that's where I stopped even trying to, befriend people, because I think I need to worry myself more than these people. Honestly, they do fine without me. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I did meet people, but I never stuck, you know. I did try. I did try to invite people out, to like follow people around, but somehow they always find someone better than me, better to be around. And you know what? Good for them. Because why would I be mad at someone being happier with someone else, right? Of course I'm jealous, but what can you say? And yeah, so I've been a loner in friend groups and with my housemates as well. I never got along with them. They like formed a group at the start. I was never able to infiltrate. And I don't do well with a lot of people anyways. So maybe it's just bad luck that I've had to deal with extroverts in large groups most of the times. Somehow that's how I end up. And that's the situations I always end up in. Yeah, housemates didn't go well. First year, second year, couldn't befriend them that well. And friend groups, like, they fluctuated between like 3 friend groups, and I was alone. What else? Oh, we have like this tutor group where we gather to talk about our course and stuff. And even then, everyone else seemed so much more tighter than me, more extroverted than me, so I just gave up. I think I just gave up, honestly, this year. I got along with my housemates at the start, and of course they have the course and stuff, and they meet people. So I just stopped trying, honestly. Church, I've been able to make a good friend in church, and yeah, that's the pretty solid friend I have. But as always, she also has her calls, her other friends. So yeah, we meet and stuff, we talk and stuff, but it's never like an everyday thing. I could never have that. I accidentally stopped it. I was saying I could never have that one best friend, or not even friend, maybe anyone at all, to like constantly talk to every day, or not even every day, like consistently. If something good happens, I don't tell anyone. If something bad happens, I don't tell anyone. It's always in my head, and it grows in there, and then it becomes catastrophic. And just go through these moments of spiraling and spiraling and overthinking. And it's a point where it's kind of numbness now, in the sense that I don't have dramatic outbursts. Okay, that's a lie. But it feels so repetitive at this point. It's so repetitive. And there's really nothing out of it. I think I just gave up, especially this year. I just gave up trying. And then it happened with that one guy, and of course it was a lie. Of course it was a lie. And he was so hard to find as well. As I said, I don't mesh well with many people, so I thought I found a gem. Embarrassing to say, but yeah, I thought I found a gem, and it was all a lie. And I thought I'd move past it, but it's not that easy after all. It's really not that easy. It's so, like, soul crushing. I feel like I'm living a completely different life from everyone. My life is just my room, basically. Doom scrolling, movies, sometimes, and just going out and walking around aimlessly. Some days I don't even talk to anyone. I know I said in a previous video that I call my parents every day, very siblings every day. I don't know why I said that. That's not the case at all. More like maybe a few times a week, if at all. Yeah, most of the days I don't speak to anyone, and I could just go into the kitchen and speak with my flatmates. But at this point, it feels like pointless. I have lost like something in me, like um, like the motivation to keep trying, the hope of something good happening. I think I've just lost it. So now everything feels so pointless. and all the psychology majors and all the people who claim to love God. Okay, I'm not gonna make this like you can tell I'm a bit mad, but there's people who are like, I love God and I want to show the love of God to others, and I'm just standing there and I'm being blatantly ignored. And this is like not even too specific, because you know what, let me not even talk about it, because there's no point in blaming this on anyone. I don't know if I should blame myself either, because I think I'm this way for a reason. Like, not for a reason, but because of things. And yeah, maybe I should just seek help, right? Why can't I just seek help? I feel like maybe I don't want to help myself. Maybe. I just don't get the point anymore. Like, what's there to enjoy? What's there to be happy about? I see this video of like 10 reasons why you should be alive and whatnot. It's like because of tea in the morning, because of going on walks, seeing nature. This is what you live for. Yeah, I don't know about that, but the small moments, really, because of that. What about the rest, the suffering, the grinding, the disappointments, the pain, all for the small things in life? I really don't understand. But anyway, I was talking about stuff I don't ever say and things about me. I don't know why it turned so like depressive, although it's good because I'm so tired of bottling it up. So what else can I say about myself that people don't know? There's not much to me. There's really not much to me. There's nothing interesting to say. I guess I like rock music. I don't think I've shared this with anyone. I like the band Julie lately. And I never like bands. Like, I like songs, but not like bands. But I really like most of the songs, which is nice. And what else? Oh, my favorite movies. I really like emotional movies a lot with like deep meanings. I like A Scene by the Sea. This is in no particular order than just movies I enjoyed. I liked A Scene at the Sea, I think it was called. Yeah, it's like a Japanese movie about two blind couples. It's really cute. I liked a Requiem. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Of a Dream. For a Dream. Yeah, I like that one. I have this like, yeah, my skin is so bad. But anyways, I love Fallen Angels by, I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to butcher it, but this Hong Kong director, it's really good. That might be my favorite one actually. I just love the cinematography, even though there's not much to the story, honestly. Okay, there is. It's a little bit like whimsical, I guess, but I really like the cinematography. And oh, I loved um, A Grave for the Fireflies. It's really sad, and I'm not gonna watch it again, but it has to be at the top because of how much emotion it evokes. Yeah, I can't think of anything anymore. Yeah, I don't think I've ever even told anyone my favorite movie. I don't think I've ever been asked, in fact, or I don't think I've volunteered the information. To be fair, it goes both ways. I'm just stuck in this. Yeah, I'm just. I don't know if I want to try anymore. I've kind of given up trying. I used to strike up conversations. Yeah, I've stopped doing that. Now I'm like, not cold, but I don't try to be as friendly as I tried to be before. And maybe that's good because I could like smell the desperation from me before. Could literally smell the desperation. But yeah, now it's like the opposite end of the spectrum. I fear people hate me for that. It's okay. I've said so many times on this channel, oh, I'm gonna make it, oh, I'm not gonna make it. This is a cry for help. Actually, maybe not. I don't think I have the courage. Maybe. I'm too scared of disappointing God and like having to face Him. That's what's stopping me. I could say, God has saved me. Something really niche about me. I don't know. I like the goth aesthetic. That's why it's my profile, but I'm not actually goth. I just like the look. I think it's really cool. I've never shown anyone the makeup. I've got so many pictures. I think I should do this more often if I'm gonna do this at all, because I just don't talk enough, so I cannot even speak sometimes because I cannot string along the words. You know, when people talking, they like think as they're talking. I cannot do that. I need to like have a sentence in my head before speaking because I just don't talk enough. It's really that bad. Like, it's genuinely bad. I don't think you can imagine how bad it is. Like, I can count on my fingers the amount of times I've talked this week It's not good. But I think I don't know if I'm just making myself miserable. I don't know if I'm just feeling too sorry for myself. I can't pick myself up. I'm too tired. I've tried it before to like summon the strength to like deal with it, and it's not working anymore. So I just want to drown in it. If it's gonna drown me, just gonna let it. It feels so weird. It feels so alien. It's too quiet now. Someone was moving before. They're not. I hate being heard. Maybe that's why I'm quiet. It's just not good. A combination of things. And it's just one is worse than the other. They just mesh together to create this mess. It's so sad that I can't even think of things about me to say. Yeah, I can't even think of anything. Sometimes I feel insane. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. I don't know. Nobody ever watches this far. So if you see this, then I don't know. Thank you. I always say I'm not gonna make it, and then you see me in the next video. Maybe I should just prove myself. I'm joking.